Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We are here for the VGT Season 5, Round 5, and it is at the Red Bull Ring, formerly known as the A1 Ring, when it was good. And this championship is really starting to get to the tight end. It's all about points, 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 big points. We need points. Give us points. This is where it's at the moment. Round 5 of 6, the penultimate round. What is the VGT series? I mean, I usually make it up. I'm going to actually read the proper bump. Round 5, you're going to find out. VGT is a VRC one-make series using a different Vision Gran Turismo car every season. Drivers will take a huge variety of machinery and will need to get to grips with the nuances of each season's car in order to make progress through the field. 6 rounds, 12 races, with including a sprint race and a feature race. It's 30 miles plus completed lap for the sprint race. And it's the fastest first to a standing start. And that's the grid. And the feature race is 75 miles plus completed lap. And the grid will be the previous results standing start. Now, you may be up to date throughout the seasons of the VGT. In Season 1, we used the VW Golf Supersport VGT. Season 2, we used the Mazda RX Vision GT3. In Season 3, we used the Citroen GT Group 4. In Season 4, we used the Toyota FT1 Group X. And now, Season 5, we are using the Peugeot L750R Hybrid Group 1 car. It's the wedge, I like to think of it as. And you guys just, all you care about is the table. Sir. Oh, hello, Binko. How are you, my friend? My fellow night crawler. So, I've clicked on that. I clicked on the Red Bull map. I should have told you the information. I'm looking for the table. After 4 rounds, the last round being a blue moon, the championship stands as is. At the top, Skyjacker is on 122 points. Homesick Alien is second on 120 points. Ensign Ewart stands in third place on 102 points. Miyumi is fourth on 89 points. But get this, Miyumi's already dropped a round because we drop rounds during the season. So Miyumi already dropping around where the guys ahead of him have all got to, well, Skyjacker's got to drop 30 points, Homesick's got to drop 29 points, and Ensign Ewart at this point has to drop 21 points. So it's tight at the top between the top 4. 5th place, Jokers, 89 points also, with 6th place, Bazza on 75 points. 7th is Pat on 64 points. Liam Anfield is 8th on 50 points. And MK3 is 9th on 42 points. So at the top 4, 5 possibly, with Jokers, it's very tight going into the last 2 rounds with loads of points. And Haas is in the chat as well. Good morning. What is going on? I thought I did a sneaky one under the radar. No one had even noticed me. In and out. That's what she said. Right then, the grid. For this, they qualified for 10 minutes, assuming on a set of soft tyres. There is rules. Hang on. There's a mandatory tyre in the feature race, which is the racing hard tyre. And whatever they qualify on, they must start the sprint race on. So if they qualify on racing softs, they have to start the sprint race on racing softs. But then in the feature race, that means they cannot use the racing softs. So, and vice versa for racing mediums.
I missed the Super Touring today, but this will make up for it.
And the Binks in the chat saying, just finished another night in the grease pit. Good that I missed the Super Touring, but this will make up for it. Oh, trust me, bro. There was a lot of red faces at the end. I think there's men over 40 that don't use sun cream is not a good combo. Yes, we were seeing lots of red faces in the VRC. There's going to be some stinging guys in the waking up tomorrow. I have glasses. I have suntan glasses and a cap line, so it's all good. Right then, the grid. Oh, God, that just twitched right out of my control. It's Mayumi. He can smell a championship, and he is pushing hard in the Group 1 machine, the Wedge. In second place, we have Skyjacker leading the championship, car 99. The unmistakable colours of the man, the myth, the legend. The very suntanned-faced Skyjacker. In third, we have Liam Anfield, and he has got one smooth car. He does not bother himself with details and big gaudy sponsorships. In fourth place, another title contender, Homesick Alien. It's tight at the top in his Valvoline Peugeot. And he'll be looking for some maximum points here at the Österreichring, or whatever it's called. And then we've got Big Dan. Oh, man, what can I say about Big Dan? I met the man himself today, and the words cannot express the love I have for Big Dan now. It grew. It grew bigger and bigger as I met him. And Big Dan in the Rich Energy. I didn't even tell you what position he's in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth. Then we've got the Baz. He snubbed us today at the VRC meet. Wouldn't come to see us. Wanted to spend time with his family over in Belgium. What can be said? So the Baz in his AlphaTauri Peugeot. Lovely. And he's 7th, I believe. I think. 8th. 4 Pat in the Opal Fruits Martini. Opal Fruits being the main sponsor of this championship. Wish it should have been Hot Wheels in hindsight. But there's Pat looking fruity. And then we have Jokus in the Mean Machine, looking to take some scalps from the back. That's the grid here at the Red Bull Ring. Shall we get on with some racing? We've got a sprint race to get out of the way. Let's have it. So we're looking for the lights ready to go here at the Red Bull Ring. And they're off, and it looks like Skyjacker. Better start for Skyjacker. Mayumi a little bit napping off the line, and even Liam Anfield through, and Homesick Alien up the inside. Oh, it's tight between him and Liam. I think he lifted off, let Liam go. Mayumi then gains that position, or it might have been Mayumi. No, I can't remember who he was racing with. And there's Skyjacker then in the lead with Liam Anfield in second. It must have been Mayumi that Homesick come alongside. Then in the first corner, going into the second corner, Skyjacker. Oh, Liam Anfield's locked it. He's dropped it like it's hot, and that will come off it. And that's Skyjacker then in the lead. Mayumi in second place. Homesick Alien in third. The top 3 championship contenders are in the top 3 places. And Mayumi needs to get all the points. Well, they all need all the points. Pat up to 4th now. Cracking job with Jokus into 5th place. The Baz in 6th, with Big Dan dropping down into 7th place. And Liam Anfield with his spin. It's going to be a tough one. He's got 12 laps to see if he can touch anyone at the back. Skyjacker on racing mediums. We didn't do the tyres, did we? Mediums for Mayumi. Homesick Alien's gone for mediums. Pat mediums. Jokus mediums. Baz has gone for the softs. Big Dan's on softs as well, with Liam Anfield getting the mediums. But Skyjacker at the moment, dominance here at the A1 ring. He reminds me of a very young Max Verstappen. And Mayumi reminds me of a Hamilton going over the line. Homesick Alien chasing them down, on board with the Alien. And he doesn't need the 2 ahead of him, scoring more points than him. This is how tight this championship has become. Oh no, Homesick Alien, a little heavy on the accelerator or on the curb, one or the other. And he's dropped down with Liam, and he just can't get that lip-in traction going. So Skyjacker then leads Mayumi, and this is huge. Pat's now in a podium position. Pat up and into third place. Jokus is now fourth. Baz is fifth. Big Dan up into sixth. Liam Anfield gains a position into seventh, and Homesick Alien he's going into damage control, damage limitation. He's just got to try and keep his head together and pick off places where he can. He needs the points. Skyjacker then sitting pretty on top of the pile. Eat my shorts, he says, as Mayumi hunts him down. Fastest lap for Mayumi on the second lap around. He means business, and he's pushing hard to gain up with Skyjacker. Pat meanwhile third. Jokus in fourth. Looks like he's no threat to Pat at the moment, but Bazza and Big Dan both looking very threatening to the Polish driver. They're both on racing soft tyres. Their tyres will be nicely bedded in now, warmed up a treat, and they're going on the attackers. Joker's gone wide. No, Joker's still in front, just about. God, it's dark. How did they see anything? And so Big Dan. All right, Big Dan. Ooh, so snuggly. I love you. You could be bear. He's not that big, actually, until he came and stood next to me in the toilet, and then, oh, hello, Savoy. So Bazza is all up and in Joker's business. Joker's just a lamb to the slaughter with those racing medium tyres. He's just got to wiggle it a bit. Slide that bad Peugeot across the track and try and be a wall. And Bazza's, he had a look. Bazza was having a definite look there. He's still having a look. Oh, Joker's way off. That's a 10-second penalty for Joker's there, and he's off again. I don't know. I'm just joking. I jest. If you're up to date with Formula One, you would know. And Skyjacker then leads with Mayumi getting ever closer. He's reeling off those laps. 18.6 from Skyjacker, 18.5 from Mayumi, but he's getting ever closer, and he's just there. Pat at the moment third, and he's loving Jokus having this battle, although Jokus does look somewhat closer to Pat. Pat doing it. Oh, Jokus gone very wide. He's gone very wide, and he stayed on the track. That's another 10-second penalty in F1. And Bazza then, I imagine, feeling like he got the move done as Jokus was way off the track. But Jokus now, that's not where you want to go wide. You can't get away with it there, Jokus. He gets in front of Liam. Liam's trying to get out of the way. Oh, no, Liam, no, there's no room for Liam. Joker's trying to protect that position, but he's got dirty tyres. He hasn't got the car to just fight. And Liam Anfield, that's Bazza, sorry. Liam Anfield gets through, and so does Big Dan. Oh, but Liam got past Big Dan somewhere. It looked like someone was going straight in the background there. Is it Joker's? Oh, Joker's having an absolute nightmare. It was going such a dream, and it's all fallen apart. Is he still, where's he hiding? Where are you? There you are. Peekaboo. He's always hiding from me, is that crazy Polish man. So Skyjacker then, he's got the pressure. He's got the pressure on him. His ears are going to pop soon if that pressure gets any stronger. And Mayumi going for an outside line into turn one. There's a little bump on the rear there. Skyjacker maintains position, and Mayumi, it was just a little love kiss. Little, I like you. And Pat then still holding third place. Bazza's up into fourth with those soft tyres, and he fancies a piece of Pat action. Liam Anfield, he's made his way through, and he nicely, fifth place. Big Dan sixth. Then we've got Homesick Alien in seventh. Jokus, his nightmare has finished. He's woke up. He's back in the game. Skyjacker then still leads from Mayumi, but Mayumi is on fire. 19.2 from Skyjacker last time around against an 18.7. Mayumi's a machine. Someone give him a picture of a lamppost and see if he recognises it, because he could be a bot. Pat in third spot. Opal fruits me up, baby. That's a podium. And Bazza, he doesn't seem to be catching up with Pat. He's struggling in that final corner. Liam Anfield's going to close that gap if Bazza's not careful. Bazza with a 1:19.0 that last time around. That was his fastest lap. Liam Anfield at an 18.7, 3/10 faster. Big Dan at 18.8. The times are so tight here. And Liam Anfield chasing down the Bazzanator. And Bazza Got a fear for him. Liam does not hold back when racing, and that's Liam pulling the trigger up the inside, but Bazza's giving it a wall of AlphaTauri, but he just cannot hold off the Anfield. Big Dan chasing them down. Homesick Alien enjoying the view with the fastest lap. That's a point. Whilst the three ahead of him all get into it. Skyjacker then still safe. He's pulled away a little bit. He's opened up the gap. Mayumi is not a bot. Ooh, he nearly got the sandy stuff there. The dusty stuff nearly. Pat in third spot. Sitting pretty, a 19.00 for Pat last time around, fastest he's been. Liam Anfield 18.7, we saw that already. So Liam Anfield, he's got 6 laps. He's already cut through half the field. So Pat has got to be careful. He's got to be on it. He's got to have that laser focus on the road, the corners, the braking. Everything has to be in perfection for Pat. Perfect Pat, we want to see. Going around, we want this podium, Pat. This would be so delicious. Liam Anfield, though, is a force to be reckoned with. Mayumi, oh, no. I was just cutting to those two, and they're playing silly buggers already. So Mayumi then on the attack. Skyjacker going into turn 2. Let's call it turn 1 last time, didn't I? Oh, the back end does not agree with Skyjacker, and they're having a meeting about it while Mayumi disappears into the sunset here at, or the sunrise, should I say, here at the A1 ring. Skyjacker gets going again, and Pat, no, it's not third, he wants second. Perfect Pat, come on, keep it clean, keep it sweet. Clean lines all the way. Stay off the outside, and he's going to get it done. He's going to get it done. Skyjacker with muddy boots is struggling to find the grip, and Pat is all up and in his business like a rash from a Saturday night 3 a.m. pickup in a nightclub. So Pat is up and into second place. The rash wins with Skyjacker down in third. Liam Anfield fourth. Bazza is fifth, holding ground. Homesick Aliens managed to dispose of Big Dan, but can he keep it up? Because Big Dan on those soft tyres wants it. Right, Liam Anfield's gone wide. Skyjacker has got a toe on Pat. Come on, Pat. 4 more laps, and now Skyjacker having a look up the inside of Pat, trying to do it on the brakes. Pat's into the corner. Pat's wide. 10 seconds. Black, white flag. I don't know. What do they do? Liam Anfield is right on Skyjacker's case, and this is all working lovely for Mayumi. And in the championship, an 18.2. And Pat's still there, but he's out of the bounds. Skyjacker... I think the stewarding has been done. I don't think there was any problems with boundaries, track limits. But Pat is having to do anything he can at the moment to stay ahead of the green monster. And Liam Anfield has got a ringside seat for the action. It's delicious. Mayumi driving away in the distance. Liam Anfield staring at the back of Skyjacker, chasing down that imposter in second place. Who is he? Do you remember round 1 when he couldn't even get that car to go in a straight line? Not Liam, Pat really struggled with this car, and look at him. Second place at the moment. Skyjacker unable to do anything about it, and Skyjacker now is going to have to go defensive because Liam Anfield is on the case. Bazza's not too far behind, and nor is Homesick Alien, nor Big Dan. It's a closed up group. Joker's lost the pack a little bit, and Mayumi has disappeared. But this, oh my word, whoa, let's have a quick gander at what's going on here then. So Pat, Skyjacker's up alongside him. Skyjacker goes wide. Oh, he tries to cut back in, and again it's happened again, and Liam helped Skyjacker around, but the job was already done by Skyjacker, and what a colossal mess. And Bazza, winner from last round is now up and into third spot. Homesick Alien fourth, Big Dan is fifth. Skyjacker gets going, championship leader, throwing it all away here at the A1 ring. Liam Anfield chasing him down with Jokers, seeing a hint of a race ahead of him. I bet he thought it was all done and dusted for him. Mayumi, though, flying in the distance. He's got back the fastest lap. It's all points here for the VGT. Pat holding off. That's Big Bad Bazza, who wouldn't mind a second place, I imagine, at this point. Homesick Alien needs the points, though. No more Mr. Nice Guy. He's got to relinquish those guys ahead of him. And Big Dan wouldn't mind some of that action also. Skyjacker then, wide much. And Liam Anfield is chasing him down. Jokers, he's in the action as well, let's not forget. Mayumi on lap 10 at the moment. And Pat has got distance between him. Bazza's now having to go defensive because of Homesick Alien, giving Pat an opportunity to string out his lead on the car behind him. And Bazza there nearly got caught up in the Homesick Alien whirlwind, but sensible heads prevailed and they both made it through. Big Dan, he'd love a piece of that action. He can see it ahead of him and wouldn't mind a bit of it. Pat then leads. Pat is in second, sorry. Mayumi leads. Pat, strong second place there. Bazza still holding back the Alien. We're on lap 10. There's three laps, including this one, to go. Big Dan in fifth. Skyjacker sixth. Liam Anfield trying to catch him up with Jokers in eighth. And Mayumi just crossing the line, start lap 11. Pat. He's got a nice distance. Oh no, Bazza's gone wide, I think. Bazza's gone wide. Homesick Aliens managed to nip by the outside. No, the inside, was it? Let's have a look. Oh no, they both go wide. All three go wide. Oh, he just breaks late into the corner, and that gives Homesick Alien an opportunity. And Big Dan has to swing out the way. And poor old Baz from podium to fifth, all in that final corner. And Homesick Alien is being hunted by Big Dan with the Baz behind. And Skyjacker, he's got no chance of catching those guys up in the next lap or so. He needs spins. Liam Anfield's taking the fastest lap away from Mayumi. It's like a hot potato. Everyone's throwing it to each other. Mayumi, meanwhile, sod that fastest lap. He'll take the win. And Pat still holding second place with Homesick Alien trying to close up to the back of him. Big Dan in fourth spot, sorry. I need like another podium. Bazza in fifth. I imagine he is cursing the gods of racing at the moment. Homesick Alien still trying to close up that gap as they go into the final lap. Yumi already starting the final lap into turn one. He's gone into the 17s. He's a very fast lad. And Mayumi looks like he's got this one totally sewn up. Pat still in second. Is one lap of survival for Pat under that Alien's eye. And he's going to try and do his best to close that gap. Big Dan in fourth spot, staying with the Alien. Fuel is low for Big Dan. I'm pretty sure they're all right, though. The Baz is also low on fuel. Skyjacker, yeah, the fuel was to perfection for a sprint race. Mayumi's fuel's low. Homesick Alien, Pat's doing okay. Oh, it's getting tighter and tighter between Pat and Homesick Alien. But Pat staying calm, staying cool. Perfect Pat. Doing a perfect job here to try and keep second place. Mayumi now heading towards the final corner to take a much needed win in this championship. And man alive, that's going to put him in the right direction. Pat is side by side with Homesick Alien. Pat's just about kept hold of it as they go into the final corners. And Pat comes around to get himself second place. What a guy. And Homesick Alien gets third. Take a Boo, My Son, and Big Dan was right on him. Bazza grabs himself 5th spot. Liam Anfield beats Skyjacker in the end. It looks like Skyjacker had another issue. And Liam Anfield grabs himself 6th and the championship leader. We know what points he's dropping. And Skyjacker then heads towards the line to finish in 7th. Where is Jokers? Jokers must have had another moment. Oh, Jokers is out of fuel. Bless him. He got too excited with the fast button. So Jokers bringing it around in 8th. And what an absolute cracking little race. A little compact, fine little race there. I'm egging you on, Jokers. I'm egging you on. I'm going to pause you before you get there, so it's like a tease. Oh. So Mayumi, an absolute dominant race there. Have been the fly in the ointment, but I think a combination of curbs and traction put Skyjacker in the wall with the help of Liam Anfield as well. Not Liam's fault, really. You come around the corner and there's a car sideways. What do? Hope it's ghosted. So, Pat, look at you. Car number 4, look at you. Look at you in 2nd place. Awesome stuff for Pat. Great points in the championship. Homesick Alien grabs himself a podium. And that was looking very far out of reach at some point in this race when he was facing the wrong way. So great job by Homesick Alien, getting his head down, plucking on and cracking on. Big Dan, solid as always, you big love muffin, you. And Bazza in 5th. Could have got a podium there. One small mistake, that's all it cost. That's how tight the championship is. Liam Anfields, like I said, collected Skyjacker after his spin and ended up down in 6th. And Skyjacker, just for the hell of it, decided to have a donut in turn 2 whilst in the middle of a battle with Mayumi. And Jokers ran out of fuel on the last lap and comes home in 8th. Right then, did that whet your appetite? Did that give you a little tester? Are you ready for the main meal? Eh? Well, if you're not ready, you can always pause, because I'm going. I'm on it. I'm going. Don't look in a minute. I'll tell you when. Because, tell you the results of the race before you watch it. That's a good idea. Close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. I'm going to touch you inappropriately. Just don't look at it, the screen. And I'll tell you when you can look. Now you can look. Right, here we go then. Same order. As they finished, remember, has he done this at bloody night time? Of course he has, because he's sadistic. Right. So we're racing at night at an unfloodlit Red Bull ring. Have fun. Hold your phone really close. And you know what? I mentioned the dark thing, and they just said put the gamma up or the contrast or whatever it is, the brightness. I'm old school. We used to have a brightness button on our TVs. And I'm there thinking to myself, do you know, it's not for me. I'm thinking of you poor people out there trying to watch it on a mobile phone or something. You want clarity. You don't want darkness. Petition VRC. Start a movement. Go and sit across the Hanger Straight at Silverstone with big orange banners saying no more night racing. So Mayumi then continues at the front. He is starting the race on a set of racing softs. Pat is also starting on a set of racing softs. Homesick Alien also has opted for that soft tyre goodness. Big Dan, he's going with the mediums after using the softs for qualifying and the race. Bazza also starting on the mediums after using the softs in the sprint. Liam Anfield's gone for softs. Skyjacker's gone for softs. And Jokers has gone for the racing softs. No one has bothered with the racing hards so far. Shall we get this on? 28 laps at the A1 ring. Sit back and enjoy, gals and boys. Here we go. Mayumi had a better start this time around against Pat, and Homesick Alien like lightning out of a bottle, absolutely flying, but Pat's got the inside line, oh for God's sakes, and Pat does keep hold of it. And Homesick Alien has to tuck in behind and wait for turn 2. He's going for an outside line, is Homesick Alien. Down, Liam Anfield's had a good job jump, and so has Skyjacker. Both of them tussling with each other. Homesick Alien's very wide, he's very wide. He can't get the move done on Pat, and Pat's holding off second place. Skyjacker up to 4th. He's done Liam Anfield. Big Dan, some reason slipping behind those guys, and Joker's making a gains on the Baz. Beautiful. Oh, it's tight between Pat and Homesick Alien, side by side. Pat giving a bit of door banging. He's letting Homesick Alien know where he is, but Homesick Alien's done an old switcheroo, and Pat's left high and dry on the outside. And Homesick Alien up and into second with Skyjacker in third. Pat's now having to defend from the force of Anfield, and Liam will not yield. Thy shall not yield. Pat's got the inside though. Liam's got the position, and it's Liam Anfield up into 4th, and Pat slipping down into 5th, doing a Baz, we like to say. Big Dan in 6th with Joker 7th, and the Bazinator, he wants to give everyone a chance this time, so he's hung back a little bit. Mayumi then wants all the points available, and Homesick Alien and Skyjacker, the 2 championship contenders, have something to say about that, but Mayumi's pace was highly impressive in the sprint race, and this one just might be down to strategy. Liam Anfield in 4th with his battle with Pat 5th, Big Dan hunting Pat somehow. Joker's right in the thick of the action. It was just a mistake that put him back. He was up there, if you remember, in the sprint race, early doors, he was on it. The Baz trying to play catch up, and Mayumi meanwhile leads the way. Homesick Alien in second with Skyjacker in third. It's a long race, 28 laps. Well, it might not be that long. It's quite quick around here. What were they doing? 1:17 was the fastest from the sprint. So, just over 30 odd minutes of a race. And Skyjacker at the moment trying to stay with the Alien and the Yank. Liam Anfield also a very speedy driver with Pat, showing good form from the sprint race and looking to pick up some places people don't want. And there's Big Dan under pressure from Jokus. Jokus now adding pressure to Big Dan. Ensign Newitt, also known as. Oh, he's gone very wide, Jokus has. Isn't it a good job? I'm going to start petitioning that we use track limit penalties for just Red Bull Ring, not all of them. It's ridiculous to use it for all of them. But no one, not even F1 drivers, seem to be able to stay in the line here. They stay there though, don't they? Where there's a gravel trap, they all manage to stay within the line. So Mayumi then leads the way. And Homesick Alien in second. Is he closing it? Homesick Alien 18.2 last time around. Mayumi 18.5, 3/10 to the bell. Well, probably 2/10 because it's a late 18.2. And Skyjacker at 19.1. But there might be an element of car management happening here. Homesick Alien definitely a little bit more fuel than those around him. And Liam Anfield has dropped off them lead cars. And Pat looks like he's wanting to get a little Opal Fruity with Liam Anfield. So Liam Anfield better watch his back. Big Dan looked to be dropping away from those guys into Joker's clutches, but Big Dan has picked it up, and he's shuffled away from the Polish driver with Baza. I think Baza's just on a nice scenic tour of the A1 ring. He's just having a look around, thinking, oh yeah, that's nice. So Mayumi leads. Lap 4 of 28, Homesick Alien. He could be feeling a bit of pressure from Skyjacker. It looks like Skyjacker has got somewhat closer to the Alien. And this could be quite tight between the championship leaders. Liam Anfield still cannot shake Pat off. I'm going to have a little sip of my hot brew. Oh God, that is gorgeous. So gorgeous, I dribbled a bit from my mouth. So Pat then chasing down Liam Anfield, Skyjacker in third, Homesick Alien in second, Mayumi spreading those eagle wings for Team America, the World Police. Homesick Alien in second, Skyjacker in third, Liam Anfield fourth, Pat in fifth, Big Dan in sixth, Jokus seventh. It's looking nice and tight there in that little midfield. If Bazza gets a shift on, he can catch up these guys and have a little play. Is Bazza doing some major fuel saving? Not so much against Jokus. And Big Dan's fuel looking pretty already. We're on lap 5. And they're creeping towards half a tank, aren't they, some of these guys? Liam Anfield isn't. He has done some great car management. Skyjacker somewhere between half and 3/4 full tank, and it's only lap 5. Homesick Alien just a little more than Skyjacker, and Mayumi similar also. These guys, they're going to want to do I guess as much as they can on this tank of fuel and tyres, because they're going to have to use hard tyres. And we've been seeing all different kinds of strategies this season. We saw Homesick Alien pull out an absolutely huge lead, come in, stop, put the hard tyres on, and then come back in again and put the soft tyres back on. And yeah, it was a strategy that worked for him. It was a bit of a worry, touch and go, but it worked. And I can't think of any other strategy. Well, we've had a couple of different strategies in this feature race to do with the hard tyre. Skyjacker then right on the case of Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien could be concerned. 18-4, the championship leader. 18-2 last time around. And he's looking like he needs to make up some points from the first race. And Liam Anfield cannot shake Pat. Pat is with him all the way. Pat an 18-4 last time around. Liam Anfield an 18-2. He's just about to clock another time. Let's have a look. An 18-5 from Liam Anfield. Pat 18-5 matches his rival. Jokus is ahead of Big Dan. Big Dan's had a slip. 21-5. 21-5 from Big Dan last time. Jokus a 19-9. And yeah, Big Dan, small mistake possibly, giving way to the Polish driver. And the Baz 19-7. He's joined the chat. Oh, he's pushing like a madman. He's driving like De Vries. Mayumi leads the way. Homesick Alien, that looked closer, you know. I'm squinting with one eye. I reckon. Get your tape measure out, lads. I think he's pulling him in. 18-4 from Mayumi last time around. Homesick Alien at an 18-0. Skyjacker 17-9. The force is strong at the front. They're all pushing each other to the limits. And you know what happens then? They have spins in turn 1 and 2. Liam Anfield sitting pretty, really. He has edged away a little bit from Pat, I believe. He definitely has. He's pulled a little bit away from Pat. Pat matched his lap time last time around. Let's have a look. This time, an 18-2 with Pat, managing an 18-7. Lost half a second on Liam Anfield there. Jokus trying to run away from Big Dan because he knows Big Dan's fast. And Big Dan at the moment, half a tank of fuel. 8 laps. That means they can go to about lap 16. And it's the midway point is 14. So they can go just over halfway. But how long do they want to use those hard tyres? Mayumi then, 18-6 from him last time around. Homesick Alien 18-3. And Skyjacker a 19-4. So They are trying to manage their cars, remember. They've got to try and get that fuel to go as late in the race. They want to keep hold of these soft tyres for as long as they possibly can, because who knows what pace those hard tyres have. Not much, usually. And Miumi in the SO Peugeot. And is this where he claims the championship with one win already under his belt this round? And it's looking very strong at the moment for win number 2. Homesick Alien chasing him down with Skyjacker in 3rd spot. And it is poised to go off. We're just waiting for someone to make a move. Liam Anfield can still see the guys ahead of him, an 18-0 from Liam Anfield. That last time around, he's flicked up a purple at the top 3. Pat losing sight of Liam at this point. He's just a dot to Pat now. It's like they don't even know each other anymore. Jokus sitting pretty still ahead of Big Dan. Big Dan is tracking the Polish driver, but not being able to get any closer to him. A 19.8. Remember, Jokus is on the soft tyre, and 19.6 from him last time around. The Baz 19.9. So the Baz alternating his lap times for fun. And Miumi not quite touching though. He has had a 17.9, but he's not managed to be able to get back to it. I think that's through car management, early changing and coasting. Skyjacker, oh my lord. Skyjacker ahead of the Alien, and it's going to have happened like 10 minutes ago. Okay. So Homesick Alien there. I think this is God knows how long ago. Pressed it about 4 or 5 times, or 10 seconds, so it's about 50 seconds ago. Homesick Alien chasing Miumi. And there you go. Oh, he picked it up, he caught it. It wasn't a huge loss for him this time around. But Skyjacker says, thank you very much. I'll have that. And you can look at the back of my car for a while. Although it could work out for Homesick, then he could do a bit of fuel saving behind Skyjacker, sit in the tow, lift and coast, boys. Liam Anfield, and that's helped his cause. He's definitely getting closer to the guys ahead of him. An 18-0, we saw that, didn't we? 18-6 from Homesick and 18-1 from Skyjacker. Miumi, meanwhile, 18-3, but he's got the guys behind him where he wants them. He doesn't need to push, doesn't have to do anything sensational at the moment. Just needs to stick to the plan and try no crazies. Skyjacker getting the fastest lap that last time around with a 17.7. And maybe that will grab Miumi's attention. Homesick Alien dropping down into 3rd, and he's got to be concerned about Liam. Liam doing lovely, consistent 18-0s at the moment. He's left Pat behind somewhat, but Pat is safe from any problems from Jokus, and Big Dan can only be the fly in Jokus's ointment at the moment. And the Bazza still just enjoying a cruise.
Hard tyres at Red Bull Ring is a nightmare that would make Jason Voorhees quiver in fear.
So Binko in the chat saying hard tyres at Red Bull Ring is a nightmare that would make Jason Voorhees quiver in fear. So yes, this is why they'll be wanting to save that fuel for as long as possible. And it's no heat as well. It's a night race. So the track is freezing, it's cold, man. So it'll be hard to warm those tyres up. But at the moment, Miumi sticking to the plan, lap 10 completed. And he's got just over a quarter of a tank of fuel. Skyjacker pushing on. He's closing up the gap to Miumi. And he's in, oh no, I was going to say he's in a better fuel position. But he's not quite. He's used a bit more fuel than Miumi. Homesick Alien has mega saved in the background there. And will that pay dividends for him when it comes to the pit stops? But Liam Anfield, he's chugging along, isn't he? He's chugging along quite nicely into the 17s now for Liam Anfield. Pat. He's a master of his own race. He's the only man that can lose positions. There's no one there going to take him away from him at the moment. Jokus doing a fine job keeping a Big Dan at bay. And it's a solid drive from the Polish driver as Big Dan sets chase. And Bazza doing a 19. See, he's alternating. He wants to do one in the 20s, one in the 19s, one in the 20s, one in the 19s, one in the 20s, and one in the 19s. That's how Basil rolls, okay? Miyumi, at the moment, 18-1 last time around. Is he picking up the pace? 18-4. Skyjacker is 17-9. The fight is coming to Miyumi. And he has to watch his case. Championship leader doesn't want to lose any more points. To the American. Homesick Alien in third spot. Not the best round for Homesick at the moment. It hasn't gone all to plan. He's done well. Oh, and again, the plan has gone wrong. Liam Anfield moves up and into a podium position. Homesick Alien gets going again before Pat gets there, and Pat's rubbing his hands. He's thinking, hello. I thought I was finishing fifth in this race, but it could be fourth. And Homesick Alien picking up a little bit of damage on the front of that car. He's going to have some tough handling in the next corner or two until it fixes itself. Those little elves jump out the side of the car and start hammering it and chiseling it, putting some masking tape on there, some gaffer tape, and it's fixed. Miyumi then leads the way from Skyjacker. Skyjacker turning up the wick on his car, pushing on, trying to get himself that win in this feature race. Still a pit stop to be made by everyone. No one's used the mandatory hard tyre yet, and they're all trying to get that fuel to go as late as possible. Halfway is lap 14, remember. It's on lap 13 at the moment for Miyumi. He's just under a quarter of a tank of fuel. Tyres are okay. Skyjacker, tyres are okay, but the fuel is done. He's only got a lap or two at best. Did Miyumi spin? No, I heard a screech. But Miyumi still sitting solid. Liam Anfield in his happy place in third. Homesick Alien has given Pat a whiff of a race, and Pat fancies it. 19-0 last time, but Pat's going to have to pit because of fuel. So Homesick, Liam, and Miyumi all probably won't have to stop. Bazza's in. Bazza is in. That's a little early. He's not going to get that all the way, is he? He's not going to get that all the way unless he does some major fuel saving in the next stint. And so Skyjacker, he's going to be coming in a lap early, I'd say. Liam Anfield can continue on and Liam Anfield just getting the fastest lap with a 17.3. That is impressive. And I think Skyjacker's peeled off into the pits. That's Liam Anfield up and into second place. Homesick Alien can continue with his fuel. Pat needs to pit as well. And Jokus, we saw him run out of fuel in the first race, but he's doing okay at the moment. But he's gone past the pits, hasn't he? You mad Pole. You absolute nutty Polish driver. So Jokus stays out on vapours. He's got now in the tank. Big Dan also staying out. His tank's got a little more than Joker's, though. I'd feel more comfortable with Dan's fuel tank than I would with Joker's. Bazza made that early stop. He's gone for another set of mediums. He's going to have to stop again for hard tyres. So the Baz, donning another set of medium tyres. He knew it was too early. He was going to have to stop again. Binko in the chat saying, Els fixed the damage, question marks. I always thought it was lemmings. No, they're too busy jumping over the rocks and building ladders. They don't fix things. They just want to get to their doorway. Let's go. So, Miyumi, oh God, so many hours of my teenage life was wasted on lemmings. I'm talking about the computer game. You're talking about those nutty things that jump over cliffs. So Miyumi in, Liam Anfield are in. Will Homesick Alien join them, or will he squeeze another lap? He has, he's joined them. Jokus, oof, look at that, that's it, his fuel tank's gone, How far away is he? One corner, that's lucky. That's a little bit of luck coming Jokers' way. Big Dan as well, he's going to disappear into the pits. And what can Skyjacker do? He's had to go for another set of racing softs, because he knows he's going to have to pit again before the end of this race. These guys here may have just about done enough. And Miyumi then? No, Miyumi's stuck with soft tyres. Miyumi staying with the soft tyres. They're all going to just make a splash and dash at the end. Liam Anfield on the softs. Skyjack has moved up and into third place. He's got himself ahead of Homesick Alien, but he's lost a position to Liam Anfield. Oh, no, he hasn't. He's through. He's up. But it's going to be tight between the two of them. They're both up wide. Oh, my word. And Skyjacker then stays ahead of Liam, but I think he's probably done a little lift there coming down the straight, because he knows that was a strange racing line. Homesick Alien then in fourth. Pat fifth. But he's after the pit stops. He's not in with the Alien anymore. He's dropped back. And Jokers has gone for hards. He fancies a one-stop. This could work well for him. Could work well if all of these guys have got to make splashes and dashes in front of him. Jokers is the only one going all the way. Big Dan, he's put on a set of racing mediums, also with Baz putting on a set of racing mediums. So everyone planning to stop for the hard tyre again before the end of this race. We're on lap 15 of 28. Miyumi leads from Liam Anfield, and Skyjacker not that far behind. The top three all very close together. It's beautiful. Homesick Alien just behind him. He's got the fastest lap of the race so far. That's a point under his belt. Pat in fifth place. And I'd say Jokers isn't a concern with those racing hard tyres, but when everyone comes to pit, Jokers may be a concern. Big Dan going for that F1 line. And the Bazinator. Can't see the sights anymore, so I imagine he's just going to have to pick up the pace. So Miyumi then leads the way. I've been saying that a lot lately, haven't I? Miyumi leads the way. He's going to have to start carrying championship ballast. It's something new we're coming up with for fast drivers. Liam Anfield then in second spot with Skyjacker in third, and my word, it's dark out there now, isn't it, eh? What beautiful headlights these cars have. Liam Anfield then trying to protect his line. No, that was Skyjacker on the inside, sorry. If it was light, I could tell you they're all over the place, these guys off the track, here on the track. Get some gravel traps there, Red Bull. Ring. Homesick Alien then is closing up after Liam and Skyjacker getting into their tete-a-tete, and Miyumi managing to pull away again like he did in the first stint. Liam Anfield, Skyjacker and Homesick Alien all nose to tail, all looking for a battle here. Sat on the bonnet of Homesick Alien as he chases down Skyjacker. Skyjacker chasing Liam Anfield. And they're all as fast as each other in this little train of cars. Very gloomy out there. I don't know how they're picking out their braking points throughout the race. Skyjacker is driving with some force and he's really slinging it in there. Oh no, Homesick Alien mowing the lawn for Horner. The Red Bull ring. Skyjacker then has a little breathing space behind him, but Liam Anfield and Skyjacker locked into this battle. Liam Anfield doing an 18.9 last time out and managing to eke out a bit of space from Skyjacker. Homesick Alien a 20.1 with that off. Pat 19.9. Can he catch up those guys ahead of him? Jokers then on those hard tyres. He's in the 21s, 21.2. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. It might save a pit stop if everyone around him has to pit. Big Dan doing a 21.0 as well. So, and Baz doing a 22. The pace dropping off in the dark. And that could be down to the cold track, or the fact they can't see where they're going. Baz is in. Baz is in. Early stop from the Baz. Is that just enough to get him to the end? Maybe he fancies putting hards on and driving all the way to the end. Mayumi at the moment just looks like a light to me. This is silly. Have they not got no floodlights here at Red Bull Ring? And Manfield and Skyjacker still chasing each other. Baz has put wets on. He's having a laugh, isn't he? Ooh, it does rain here though, doesn't it? Is there rain on the horizon? In the dark and wet at the same time. That's how I like it. Mayumi leads the way, racing softs. Liam Anfield racing softs. Homesick Alien's come in, he's put intermediates. They must be expecting rain out there. There's nothing on the monitor whatsoever to indicate that there's rain. I'm looking down at the little map thing. Joker's also in on the hard tyres. This is crazy. Mayumi, he hasn't even twitched. He's not done anything. He's not blinked at the moment. Ooh, I can hear it. It is. The skies have opened up. The skies have opened up, and it's absolutely chucking it down. And it's just enough grip out there for Mayumi to get into the pits. That was lucky timing for him. Liam Anfield as well. He's going around. Liam Anfield says, screw it, I like wet. And Skyjacker, he takes it into the pits also. And Pat then continuing on up into fourth. Is he going to go into the pits? He should do. Liam Anfield, you're a crazy mofo. You really are. Do you think you can get around? Ooh, it's not raining here though, is it? I can't hear the rain. It's a little damp though on the road, it's saying, but still enough for dry tyres. So Pat does go in. Mayumi's gone intermediates. No, Pat didn't go in. Pat's made the call to stay out. Mayumi's back out on track just in front of Pat. It's side by side going up, but Pat's on those racing softs, and there's still enough grip on this track for the racing softs. Mayumi, he doesn't know what the intermediates are going to do as they come to the corner, and it's not. And Big Dan's come in now. Big Dan has come in. There's still enough grip out there for the soft runners. Liam Anfield's still on his way, and there's the rain there. It's on a different part of the track, it seems. And Liam Anfield staying out. Oh, it's really chucking down where Pat is now. Pat's on those soft tyres. It's just creeping above the line that soft tyres are no good anymore. And Mayumi is going to be all up and in Pat's business pretty soon. Skyjacker got out on the wet tyres ahead of Homesick Alien, who went for intermediates. Jokers has been in. He's put inters on, and Big Dan's put wets on. Baz is already on the wets. We saw him put him on early doors. Liam made it to the pits. I don't think he got a spin in, but in Mayumi, oh, I don't know if Liam can make it quick. It's a tough call. It's a tough call. Mayumi coming around. Liam Anfield's not even at his box. This is going to be a slam dunk for Mayumi. He's going to get around and get in. I think Liam might have lost a lot of time on those soft tyres on that lap. So Mayumi then retakes the lead on the inter tyres. Skyjacker's chasing him down on the wet tyres. They could be wrong unless it rains more. Liam Anfield back out, and it's a fight between Liam and Mayumi. There's not much distance between them. Skyjacker, he's gone for the wet tyre. He needs more rain. Homesick Alien, he went for the intermediate tyre. He's not that far behind Skyjacker himself. Pat's gone into the pits. He's gone into the pits very late. I thought he'd gone into the pits quite a while ago. Jokers then. He's going to gain that position on Pat. Maybe not. Pat might be out before he gets there. Big Dan on his wet tyres seems to have more grip than Jokers on his inters. Pat's gone for wets as well. Can he get out before Jokers gets there? He can. Pat's fifth place, safe as houses at the moment. Jokers having to deal with a very rapid Big Dan behind him. The Bazza enjoying his wet tyres now. Mayumi, inters. Liam, inters. And a Skyjacker on the wets, but is he going slow? No, he's not. But the indicator says it's inters. It's on the line for inters and dry. So Mayumi He's leading this race. He's coming up to the Baz though. And in this darkness, how will he see him? Baz, turn your lights off. Do Night Rider. So Miumi hunting himself an AlphaTauri out there to put a lap on Liam Anfield on those intermediate tyres. And they're not up to temperature like Miumi's. He's already got a lap done on them. The rain doesn't seem to be coming any more or any less, staying the same. Bazza gets way out of the way for Miumi. And that's Miumi putting a lap on 8th place. And Bazza with Liam Anfield chasing them down. Skyjacker in 3rd. He's on the wet tyres, so it'll be one to watch. Holmes Galian did a 26.9 last time out on his intermediates, with Skyjacker doing a 25.5. This is ridiculous. How are they seeing anything? Pat in 5th spot. He's not chasing anyone down. He's miles away from them, but he's pretty safe from Jokus. And Big Dan on those wet tyres, I think, has dropped away from Jokus now. Because I think it's Inters. I really do think it's Inters. I think the guys who put wet tyres on got a little excited as Miumi flies around the final corner and down the straight. And they got about 6 seconds off of their fastest lap times. Liam Anfield putting a lap on the Baz as he chases down Miumi. He did a 24.9. My lord. It's scary when they sling it into that first corner. And Skyjacker. Oh, the wets might come to him. It looks like it's starting to rain again out there. What are we on? Lap 23 of 28. Still a while to go. Homesick Alien. I haven't even looked at their fuel tanks. I don't think fuel is a concern anymore like it was in the first part. Pat on those full wets has been caught by Jokus. Pat must have had an off. Oh no, Pat's had a bit of a... Oh, and now Jokus is having a snake. He's getting snaky shaky coming out the final corner as he was on the attack with Pat, and that gives Pat another couple of corners breathing space before the intermediate tyre comes at him. But soon, if it keeps raining, the intermediate tyre will be no good and Pat will be on the correct tyre. Big Dan waiting for that moment to happen, with the Baz also going full wets. Miumi on those inters. And he's done a 24.0 last time around. I can hear the rain. Ooh, look at it. Chucking it down. .27.4 there. The times are getting harder and harder to get. It's lap 24 of 28. And these guys are absolutely driving on ice at the moment. They are just trying to keep them cars facing the correct way. But it looks like Miumi has pulled out more of a lead on Liam Anfield. Oh, nice catch from the American. As the rain pours down here at the A1 ring, Liam Anfield trying to catch up the American, but he's just too far behind. He did a 26.5 last time around, so nearly a second faster than Miumi. Skyjacker, meanwhile, 28.3 against Homesick Alien's 29.9. So the wet tyre, even though it's not quite full wet conditions out there, is doing very well. Jokus on those inters has got himself past Pat, hasn't he? He was behind Pat. So Pat losing that 5th place as Jokus then gains a position. Big Dan waiting for those wet tyres to come into their own, and they're nearly there. It's nearly up to that second bar. The wet guys are going to be unleashed soon, and those guys on intermediates are going to be struggling. They're going to be creeping around. Lap 25 of 28, and this is tense, my friends. Miumi a 27.6, Liam Anfield a 27.9, Skyjacker 28.4. Homesick Alien pulling out a 29.2. So Homesick Alien not finding the pace in the wet, and Miumi he's going to... Oh, I don't know. Liam just does look closer. It's hard. It's tough to see. It's tough to tell how this one is going to play out. Lap 25. Miyumi. Oh, he's gone wide, hasn't he? He's gone wide. Liam Anfield's coming at him. Miyumi's got going again, but he's got some rubbish on his tyres, and I think Liam may have done the same thing, going wide also in the same corner. I can't see, so I don't know. I think he did, because he's not gained anything, has he? Skyjacker, can he gain on them both as they're making mistakes, left, right, and centre? I don't know. He needs a little more rain yet. And Homesick Alien, that night blindness coming into play. But Miyumi, oh, that was heart-stopping moments when he was in the gravel trap. But I think Liam visited the same gravel trap. He's gone wide again. Liam absolutely driving like an animal. He's pushing all the way. And he wants, like a lot of Red Indians, he wants an American scalp. So Miyumi has to keep it nice and tidy. Stay out of those gravel traps, because Liam Anfield is pushing on hard. Skyjacker at the moment. Who's that? A lapped car behind him it is. He's just put a lap on our friend Baz, I think. Is he gaining? He's not gaining on the leaders. We're on lap 26 of 28. And at the moment, it's looking solid for Miyumi. It hasn't got any wetter so far. So the intermediate seems to be the primo choice. And look at them both doing a 31, did Miyumi last time around. It's wetter at this part of the track, I think, on the infield part. And Liam Anfield doing a 30.9, Skyjacker a 28.3. 2 seconds he's gained on those guys, a 28.2 for Homesick Alien. So the race is shifting back towards third. Movement. Jokers. No. Big Dan. Big Dan's ahead of Pat. Pat is struggling in the rain. Big Dan having a big woo moment coming out of the corner. And that's a position lost by Pat. And it looked like that 5th place was pretty much all sewn up. But Pat struggling. He's going for a position around the outside. Big Dan's late brake tee. He's gone a bit wide. And Pat's gone through. Baz is in 8th spot. Miyumi has pulled a shed load of time out on Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield's had a huge one, it seems. He's lost a big amount of time to the car in front of him on their penultimate lap. So Miyumi then just has to bring this one home. The threat of Liam Anfield seems to have dissipated near the end here, and Skyjacker, he'll be fancying 2nd place for his championship, and Homesick Alien not getting the points he was hoping out of this round, and it's all gone the Americans' way here at the Red Bull Ring. And he's doing a fine job holding his ground as he makes his way around to start the final lap. Liam Anfield, I think, has been caught up by Skyjacker, so Liam Anfield could be in hella problems right now. Stacks of problems. Skyjacker pushing on as Miyumi crosses the line to start the final lap, lap 28 here at round 5 of the VGT season 5. And what a humdinger we've had at the Red Bull Ring. Liam Anfield, he's got 1 lap to try and survive the onslaught of a Skyjacker. And Liam again looking like he was back on those curbs. He's got to be careful. His fuel is flashing, but that'll be fine. Homesick Alien too far away to make an impact. Jokus does have Pat back on his case. Big Dan's dropped back again. And the Baz is having a tour of the A1 ring as Miyumi brings it around. And it's that battle there. Is there a battle? No, Skyjacker must have made a mistake. He's dropped right off the back of Liam Anfield. Oh, someone's spinning. There we go, that's the spinner. Jokus, oh no, Jokus, hang on. I don't know why I'm rewinding it. What are you going to miss? It's dark. Oh, he just drove straight onto the gravel trap. So Jokus driving onto the gravel trap. Pat coming across him. Oh no, that's Bazza letting Big Dan through. So Big Dan's got up and into 5th place. And Pat, I don't know if Pat slowed right down to get past Jokus, and Big Dan just went whoosh. Mayumi then. Where is he? Oh, he's all right. He's away. He's away. Yeah, 2 people have crossed the line, but that won't count as finishing, will it? No, they're still going, Pat and Big Dan. So Mayumi then around the final corner. And he is going to take his 2nd win here at the Red Bull Ring. Well done, Mayumi. Super stuff. Liam Anfield then bringing it, and Jokus crosses the line for 7th. And here comes Liam. He gave it his best in 2nd place. And Skyjacker, you son of a gun. Take a boo, my son. Homesick Alien pushing on. Who's just in front of him? The Baz. Oh, he's pulling over to let Homesick Alien go through and take 4th spot as Bazzo finishes in 8th. Big Dan comes as a surprise. It looked like Pat had 5th place all sewn up. And Big Dan then bringing it on home. Just about, though, because Pat's still on his 6. So Big Dan's got to be careful not to make any mistakes in these final 2 corners. He's on the wet tyres, and it's dried out a little bit out there. So he's got to be careful as Big Dan brings it around. The 2nd to last corner. Heading into the final corner. Pat a little bit wide behind him, and Big Dan gets himself 5th place, and it'll be 6th for Pat. Right, we'll look at cars in the dark. There's Mayumi. Great win for Mayumi today. Did everything correct. Got that pit stop perfect just as the rain started. A couple of them pitted a little bit earlier than him, but he was just there on the money. Liam gave him a run, staying out there on those soft tyres. Brave move, but it nearly paid off for him. He was on Mayumi's butt ski as they came out the pits, and he got a great 2nd place. Skyjacker rounds out your podium. The championship leader needing those points. Homesick Alien in 4th. Damage control this weekend, it seemed. This round, it seemed. With Big Dan getting a nice little gift there at the end in 5th. Losing Jokus and Pat, both losing places to him. So, Big Dan, happy days. In 6th, with Jokus in 7th. And the Baz. Have we got close to one of the Baz? Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh. Even in the dark, his rims look great. So, it's Mayumi there. Oh, let me take all this off, because who wants to see all of this stuff when you want to see something beautiful like that? So Mayumi gets a double win here at the A1 ring, and that is going to shuffle up that championship. So join us. Well, we've got a couple more streams before we're back with the VGTs. We'll have the GT4s, I think, at Suzuka next stream. And then then we've got the 2nd round of the GTMC. And then we'll be back for that final round, which I think is at Le Mans. Le Mans. I think they're doing the Le Mans track, Le Sarthe, for the final race. So we are going to see some primo fuel saving down those long straights. I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Phil McCracken. Thank you for joining us here at the Virtual Racers Club. You are always welcome. Don't forget the VRC are sponsored by World Peace. Spread that peace. Spread your peace all over the place. Everywhere you see something, spread a bit of peace on it. Thank you very much. I was Phil McCracken. We were the Virtual Racers Club. This was the VGT Season 5 Round 5 at the Red Bull Ring. You're welcome. Peace and love. Peace and love.